Your system is unique to the Mayan communities of the South, and it has functioned effectively for more than a century and provides your communities with a dispute resolution mechanism administered by one from your community leaders and one that is indigenous to your community. It is true that the Attorney General appoints the Alcalde and the Deputy Alcalde, but it is the community who elects the Alcalde in a manner that honors and is in keeping with your cultural practices. This system has withstood the test of time because it is your Alcaldes who are sworn to uphold the grave responsibility and integrity of the office and the rule of law, and it is their sense of fairness and community that lends credibility to this adjudicative system. The individual right to equality is an important one to bear in mind, so that a wife who wishes to be treated fairly by her husband has to be balanced against traditional community values and roles. A wife and mother who is a victim of domestic violence or any kind of violence must be treated with respect, and her concerns must be taken seriously, given the full weight as to her right to dignity and to be treated with respect, and her right to be free of harm. We all know that when a mother's well-being is looked after, and when a mother and wife feels wholesome and that they are treated fairly, the entire family benefits, especially the children. The same is true for the child who comes to you with any allegation of physical or sexual abuse. A child must be treated with dignity and respect, and he must likewise show respect and honor his parents and elders. But where there is inhumane treatment towards a helpless child, it is your office that must intervene to protect and safeguard that child from harm.
And everyone who is present out here this morning, the police, the BDF, it is indeed a great pleasure to be out here this morning witnessing this very important and historic moment in which we see our alcaldes coming together, working together, so that they can go out into their communities and dispense justice. That's very, very important. We are seeing, as the Attorney General said, a very unique system of government that goes from way back, many, many years before our contemporary legal system. So you play a very important role, alcaldes, in ensuring that there is law and order in our communities. And I always believe and I always respect the position of the alcalde, because you are the first responders in our communities. Because the government spends a lot of money in other things, and a lot of times we forget the leaders who really do the hard work on the ground. And you are the leaders who do the hard work on the ground. The same thing applies to the community health workers, man. Poor community health workers getting $100 a month. They wake them up 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, they go. So we have to remember that. I'm making that point, ladies and gentlemen, to say to you that we recognize, we appreciate the hard work that you do, and we have to give back a little something to show that we appreciate that great work that you do.
The responsibility of the Alcalde Association is to oversee the entire alcaldes within all the communities. So whatever help they need or issues that they can't deal with, so they check with the office of the Alcalde Association, and the association make decision or see how they can assist them.
Okay. What would you say is the biggest challenges for the alcaldes these days?
Well, where I come from with the alcalde system itself within the village, I don't see anything except for like law and order. Yeah, and that is one of the main things that the alcaldes encounter is the law and order. Whenever we have community members, going against law and order, then sometimes you have decision to make, and hence the reason if you can't do it as an alcalde within your community, then you deal with the office of the association, and then you get advice from the president. I thank all the alcaldes who gave me this opportunity to lead them for the next 2 years, which is 2021-2022, and I'll be doing my best in the office of the Florida Alcalde Association.
What was the experience like being a second alcalde? Were you the first female alcalde for Medina Bank?
Yes, actually, yes, I am the first female alcalde in my village, and it is a learning process for me. Actually, this is my second term as alcalde. I spent 2 years already, and then rest for 2 years, and then elected again for this, and then this is my.
Both time it has been second alcalde?
Yes, both time it has been second alcalde.
Okay. Do you aspire to be first alcalde one day?
Yes, one day I will be looking forward to be as the first alcalde.
Okay. What is the process in becoming an alcalde?
Well, the process is that if you are good standing with your community, if you have good relationship with your community, if you work good and you are not afraid, if you are not ashamed of speaking for your community, and there comes that the community sees that you fit for that position, and then they will actually elect you to be their leader.
Okay. Any advice for the women in the Mayan communities?
Actually, yes. This is my strong advice for them, that because before there was no female stood up for a leader because they are ashamed, they are afraid. But I mean, me, as I said, as an example for those Mayan women, and one day I would like to see more women to get involved and to become an alcalde, because at this we're in right now, there is no female alcalde who gets sworn in. So I mean, it's for me it's sad then, because actually like it's only men that who can become a leader, and no, that is not the case. Women as well can become a leader, and sometimes we the men can do better job than the men. So that is my advice for them, and I would like to talk to them as well, sometimes encouraging them to become a leader.